for the very latest.
But all right, so listen. I want y'all to listen to this song. This is "State of the Independence" and there's also going to be Billie Jean together, right? Now I know you're like, yo, what in the capital L did I just hear? Right? So there is on a part of State of the Independence, right? There's a part that beat is high, right? Now there is a part where the beat changes. That's where they say that Mike looped. That's what they said where it was looped and slowed down. And then what happened was that they added in the guitar, and then they added in the bass. More that the bass came from that song, basically that bass line. They just slowed it down and sped it up.
Yeah.
Right. So that part when you hear when it starts slowing down, that's the part that they say Mike took. What are your thoughts?
He did an early. I guess he did an earlier version of sampling before we called it sampling. Wow! I didn't. Hey.
What you say, Walt?
I ain't with it, Quincy. I'm sorry.
So what do you think he stole? Do you think they stole that? Oh no!
No, look. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't get anything from the song, but I hear that. And I don't hear Billie Jean. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, everybody. I'm not musically inclined like these two gentlemen. So when it comes to that, but all I'm saying, but I know music. I'm saying, and I know that when it comes to what we just heard, I'm not hearing Billie Jean in there.
Now keep in mind, in the beginning, right? That whole first part, there's no Billie Jean. Right. There's no Billie Jean. It's at the end, that part when it starts to slow down. Okay. That part that was sped up. So that part was sped up. What they did, they slowed it down. That part was slowed down.
What you just played, mm-hmm. It sounded like whoever put that mashup together, they had the State of Independence song, and then they looped into they had that melody, that baseline melody from State of Independence, and they slowed it down, and then they just looped in Billie Jean to let you hear how they're similar. Right. Because the thing that's similar is the baseline from Billie Jean, how it sounds like that baseline from State of
he dropped. He'll be back. But I think I know what he's saying though. It's like what they saying is that they just pretty much the baseline, what he's saying is that all of it is the same, mm-hmm. but they looped it in there so that way he can show the similarities of the two. Okay. So he could be so Trim is right on that. So when they slow it down though, it does sound like Billie Jean. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. When they slow it down, it does sound like Billie Jean.
I was getting confused as far as like when the next song started. I was trying to figure out when that, but now I understand. Yeah, so it is biting. So, but I'm saying it is him. That's my confusion. I'm like, if it's the end of the song and you got Mike at the end of the song, and if I'm Michael Jackson, I'm like, yo, let me make a song out of this.
Now they could have now, because every time I hear this song, because I haven't been able to go all the way to the end, because that song was like 6 minutes long. In State of Independence, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can sit through this whole 6 minutes. But I think what they did is that they put the two on top of each other. Yeah. So I think that's actually Mike's vocals off of Billie Jean. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it is his vocals off of Billie Jean.
So scratch what I said. They just put them on top of each other and slowed it down.
Yeah. They want you to hear the similarities of it.
And so if he still got that little bit off, I still think of it as like a new piece. Like I still think of it as like a new piece.
It is.
I'm not saying you ain't bite, but even if he did, it's like he bit off himself. Like at the end of the day, if you using Michael Jackson and he's on the song and then you create something new, this was my question to y'all. Do y'all think they knew it was going to be this big of a song? As far as Billie Jean.
I don't think I according to Quincy Jones, you can never tell when a song is going to be that big. The only thing you can do is to pretty much make a song that you vibe to and that you like. And if you like it, then you just put it out there. Thriller is 800 songs. They went through 800 songs.
Wow.
And condensed it. I think correct me if I'm wrong. I know I heard him say that they wrote 800 songs. And remember, Quincy Jones had that publishing company. Yeah. And he had that team of writers. So
not to mention, Michael was destined. He was coming off the wall. He was determined to make his next effort to be big.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that in the beginning. Mike was mad. He was pissed that he got that R&B artist of the year because he doesn't view himself as that.
Yeah.
He don't view himself as that. He's not an R&B artist. He's so much more than that in his eyes, in his mind. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but I feel like he went so far to try to become bigger than what Off the Wall was that he started borrowing from different things. Let me go to the street and get this dance. Let me go over here and get this State of Independence song that I really like. You know, he started piecing things that were great and making it his. I think that Billie Jean is a prime example of the line between stealing and inspiration. Like this Billie Jean is a thin line. This Billie Jean is a very thin line. Mike was toting that line. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my thing is, because the thing about it with this song is that if that's true, now Donna Summer didn't write this song.
No,
the writers, whoever wrote this song, didn't get the credit.
Who did?
They didn't get the credit. Mike.
Mike got the credit for Billie for.
Mike wrote Billie Jean. Quincy Jones produced Billie Jean. Mike wrote it, if I'm not mistaken.
But but the credit, but the person who got the credit for the other song, you're saying we don't know who that is. I mean, the person who wrote the other song, we don't know who that is.
I'm gonna give that name right now, and but he didn't get the credit for that. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Because if Mike took this, if the song is literally a loop from State of Independence, then whoever wrote that song needs to get credit for Billie Jean.
Whoever wrote State of Independence.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's the part I'm like, I don't know. Right. Now, here's where I'm confused, I guess, and I think I remember looking this up too. I didn't see that. I'm gonna look it up on the internet before I look it up. I'm gonna look it up here on Tidal. So, all right. So the composer, so I guess composer would be the writer, is Vangelis Vangelis and John Anderson. White guy. Let's see, what is he credited for?
You said Quincy Jones produced it?
That's from what I got from my research. I'm gonna go back and look at this. So John Anderson, another person who wrote this. So it was two writers, those two. Now he's a producer mixer, this guy John Anderson. So I'm gonna look and see who wrote State of Independence. Now, if Quincy Jones did not write State of Independence, or he didn't produce it, then that is a bigger problem there. There's a bigger problem there. No, he didn't.
Who produced it?
Man, I thought I saw that he produced this. Hold on. Okay, so it's a cover. So Donna Summer did it over. So you know, back in the day,
who did it?
There's two that I mentioned.
John and Vangelis.
Vangelis, I think his name is Vangelis and John. So they're the ones who originally did the song in 1981. So you know how like Prince did with what the song he gave to Rufus. Man, what is that song that Prince did that he gave to two females? What's the name of that song?
I don't know that song. But
you talking about the what's up? Wait, what?
Well, I mean, I don't know the song you're talking about, but so the song was written by these white folk, and then
right,
Donna Summer covered it.
Exactly. She did it over.
So that's kind of like, you know how Donny Hathaway's song, you know, what's the A Song for You. Y'all know that song, A Song for You by Donny
Song for
Hathaway.
You?
Y'all know that?
Yeah.
That was written by a white dude. But we are, as far as like, we all know the Donny Hathaway version. But so this is kind of like in that same boat.
Yeah.
Man, I can't. I need to know the song that Prince did.
It would be in that same boat. You talking about the Bengals of Manic Monday?
No. Prince did 2 songs that he gave to females to sing. I want to say that Shaka Khan.
I Feel For You?
Yes.
Well,
was it I Feel For You? Wasn't I Feel For You?
He did I Feel For You. Shaka Khan just redid it.
Okay, so it was on that first Prince album. It was called Prince.
Yeah.
That one? I guess it was. I really thought it was something else.
Yeah.
But either way, they wrote the song in 1981. That's their song. 1982, Donna Summer did the song. So Quincy Jones had to have his hand in that and I know this for a fact because what she said is that in this interview she said that the reason how she got that song is that David Geffen got with Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones was like, we got a song that we want to cut for you. She was like, all right, then do it. Then they came with that song. So so even though it was produced by those guys, Quincy Jones did that song over.
If they were the one who wrote the song and she just did it over, but it was their song, they should have still got credit for it. They should have.
No, they got credit for that version, that Donna Summer song. What I'm saying is that they should get credit also for Billie Jean, because even if it was a little bit something in there for it, they should get credit for it because they have something that sounds very, very similar to one of their original songs. Exactly. And that's the part that I'm like, yo, that's the part where I'm like, yo, that is a direct rip off of a song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it is the way it sounded that we just heard, it's stolen.
Mm-hmm.
So now
it's stolen.
Now remember, this ain't the first time something like this happened though. Remember, what's his name? Kenny Burke. When Kenny Burke did when he did, hold up, okay, I'm losing my
the bass line.
Yeah, the bass line. Hold up, it's one of my favorite songs. I don't even know the name of it. Kenny Burke did "Rise to the Top." So you know that song, Walt? "Rise to the Top." So it's a song. I'm gonna play this song just a little bit. I know we're gonna have to cut it out, but I'm gonna play this song because I want you to understand what I'm saying, because this is exactly what Mike and Quincy Jones did, and the same thing happened to Kenny Burke, and he couldn't do anything about it. And it's probably the same thing, reason why the other people didn't do anything about it either. I'm gonna show you. So, all right, so listen to this. You can probably hear it. So you know this bass line, right? Okay. All right, so you know that bass line. Now listen to this bass line. to this bass line.
Hey boy,
you see what I'm saying?
you meet me on the roof tonight.
Kenny Burke couldn't do nothing about that. Rick James literally took that bass line, reconstructed the bass line, and then put it into the Mary Jane Girl song All Night Long. He wrote and produced that song.
I thought they Mary J. Blige got a version of the song.
Mary J. Blige got a version.
She just took the song. Yeah, she just took the song and then just added, just wrote over to it.
Right. So
it was produced by Puffy. Puffy took the song and did his thing.
But Puff,
pretty much.
Puff took. But see, the thing about Puff gave credit.
Puffy took the song.
Puff didn't take the song.
Puffy sampled it. He
exactly. That's not that. There's a difference between stealing.
There is a difference. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there is.
So we can't say that Puff stole anything. He got the proper clearance for that song.
I'm sorry. That's the music. That's the artist in me. That's the producer in me. But yeah,
listen.
But
people,
yeah,
they
he sampled
songs
it.
All the time. He sampled the song.
I know he sampled it. Yes, he sampled the song. Yes,
but Rick James stole it.
Rick James stole that bass line.
He reconstructed it, and yeah,
then that's a steal, bro.
That is a steal. He reconstructed it, and yeah, that was a steal. It was just a different note here and there, but yeah, he got that bass line from Kenny Burke.
And we're gonna do an episode by Kenny Burke later on down the line. That's my boy. We did that episode back some time ago, but it looked like a little karate-esque, like a karate fight where our lips wasn't matching with our words, so we never put it out. Actually, no, we did put it out, but it just looks bad. I'm not taking it off the channel because I ain't trying to drop my little views that I got. But that happens. That happened a lot. Now, I've heard that Mike got other songs out there, a lot of other songs out there that he either sampled, and some people didn't get their credit. Or maybe he got it cleared and maybe we don't know.
I wonder if Liberian Girl is one of them songs. Because Liberian Girl, that's like, for me as a producer, that was very, very, very clever. That instrumental, the music for it was instrumental. It was really clever. So I was been inspired by that for the longest. But I wonder if Liberian Girl is one of those songs that was taken from somebody. But it was, it's one of my favorites from him though. But yeah.
But yeah, I definitely, as far as Mike goes, man, there's a lot of talk. He definitely tread that line. He really was on that borderline of stealing and being inspired. But I guess my question is, before we close this out, is like, as we stand in 2022, what does that look like in this climate? Like, do you think that people are stealing from each other? Or, not stealing. Does it really matter anymore? Because if it doesn't matter, the next question I have is, what does music look like 40 years from now or 20 years from now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that type of thing of like Hall and Oates was saying in the beginning, that type of thing, it's a thin line between inspiration and stealing. It doesn't matter anymore, like in this present climate that we're in.
Me speaking as a producer, man, yeah, that matters. If you getting inspired and taking, there is a difference, like you said, about being inspired by something. Like me, I get inspired by something. I listen to something and I get inspired to make something close to it where it won't sound anything like it, but I know I drew inspiration to have a vibe and a feel from something I heard, but it comes out totally different. that's being inspired. Me taking a bass line, probably like it's very similar bass line, but you probably changing just a little bit of it, but with a clear, with a good ear, you can hear it like with the Billie Jean in the State of Independence track. You can hear the similarities to it. The people who did the original one, they need to get their credit, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You just need to get your credit. Just give people their just due.
But what I'm saying is that, all right, so let's look at the young kids that's in charge right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it matters to them anymore? Do you think it matters at all?
They don't know what. I don't know if that's a good question. I don't know if it matters to them at all. Yeah,
does
stealing?
Credit. Yeah, is stealing or being original? Like if someone stole, let's say if somebody stole or a song that sounded like theirs, does it matter to them anymore? Like if this same thing would happen to them, to the young people,
who got robbed or the robber, like
the person who got robbed.
I think it definitely would matter to the person who got robbed. Like,
and in this generation right now, with the young,
yeah, like, all right, so you know that song. You know,
I would like to think, yeah.
You know the song "Focus" by her.
Yeah.
So you know the part with the harp and all that kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that was not her. Like apparently a dude who composed that harp part. Like she did not do that harp part. I thought the girl wrote the song by herself. Obviously she sang on that mug, but as far as the harp and the identity of the song, like she got that from her team. Her team got that from some dude, and the dude did not get paid a dime. The song blows up. Now the dude's trying to get paid,
which happens a lot.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like,
that happens a lot.
That's right. I feel like that's fair. Like, maybe you made this. I feel like this happens a lot in art in general. Sometimes you make things, and you make it. There's a part in whatever piece that you made that you maybe didn't think that was going to be that big of a deal. Someone sees it and like, okay, I'm gonna use that, sample that, and make something new and make something bigger and better with it. Granted, maybe they didn't know it was going to blow up. No one knew it was going to blow up. But once it blows up, now everybody wants a piece.
Yeah, you got to recoup now. You got to get the money now.
And you definitely should. Yeah. I just believe that's fair. I believe it's something. If you did that, then everybody eats. But at the same time, that's how everybody gets to know more. I think that's what keeps music connected. I'm saying in the sense of like, when you sample from older songs, okay, bet. Oh, that part of the song was nice. Let me find out about this song. Then you look into the real song, and then you might actually like the original song more than the new song, or vice versa, or whatever. But I'm saying, I feel like that connection in music, because to me, I feel like that's what we've just been doing. Like literally, I just think that at the point that we have right now. To answer your question, does it matter? I definitely think it does. But I don't think it. I think it matters as long as everybody gets paid.
You see that? And that's the thing. Like, people get into music because they love music. Then the money comes. I think the issue is that people are getting into music and money is coming first. Or it might be like on the equal playing field. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I do money, but I money. A lot of times, like, you got people who just love the art, and just love doing it. But I say this, and this is for everybody who's an artist, and that's going back to the issue that what Walt just said about people doing things and then getting paid later. Do not do anything or go into a studio or come out that studio without having your split sheets done. Have your split sheets done. If you don't know what a split sheet is, it's basically telling everybody, yo, I got this percentage of this song. Because if it's not done, that's when the track race starts. You're going to be running around trying to get your money And years is gonna be years and years and years and years before it pass by, and you might get your money. But if you had your split sheets done, it wouldn't have been that big of it. You would have been like, all right, well, I did my split sheets. I got my 50%. Now I can just take you to court. You know, and I got my proof. That's my receipt that I get this percentage of the song. You know what I'm saying? Like we do our split sheets every time we put Muggs' album, like we put our artists Muggs out. Split sheets is done. 50-50. You gotta you gotta be about your music business before you're about the music. Or yes, you could be about the music, but don't forget about the business. That's all. So be about your business, man. Am I saying anything wrong? I mean, nope. I'm just saying, you gotta be about your business. You gotta be about your business. But yeah, I thought that was
music too, and don't throw out any garbage. And try not to.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Not on purpose, that is.